Welcome to the study of social science. This is the fourth video lecture of the seventh chapter of Civics Outcomes of Democracy for class 10th. And the topic is reduction of inequality and poverty. In the last video lecture, we compared democracy with dictatorship in terms of economic growth and development. In this video, we will examine the role of democracy in the reduction of inequality and poverty. And we will answer the following questions. What is economic inequality? Is democracy successful in reducing economic inequalities? Why democracy has failed to reduce inequality and poverty? So first we have what is economic inequality or disparity. Economic inequality is the unequal distribution of income and opportunity between different groups in society. Or it is a situation in which a small number of ultra-rich people enjoy maximum wealth and the rest of the people are struggling for their basic needs. And you know that it is not only a case of India, but it is a concern of almost all countries around the world. So economic inequality is the unequal distribution of income and opportunity between different groups in society. It is a situation in which a small number of ultra-rich people enjoy maximum wealth and the rest of the people are struggling for their basic needs. It is not a case of India, but it is a concern in almost all countries around the world. And in democratic countries, people expect democracy to reduce these inequalities. People want that when a country achieves economic growth, the wealth should be distributed in such a way that all the citizens of the countries will have a share and can lead a better life. But the question is democracy successful in reducing economic inequalities? Well, democracy are based on political equality. All the individuals have equal right to choose candidate and even they contest election. But unfortunately, in the process of bringing individuals in political arena, we find growing economic inequality. Means the maximum wealth of the country is accumulated in a few hands, and their share in the total income of the country has been increasing. And people at the bottom of the society find it difficult to meet even their basic needs of food, clothing, house, education, health, and their income have been declining. Let's observe the inequality of income in the selected democratic countries. So here first we have South Africa. In South Africa, the top 20% people share 64.8% of national income, and the bottom 20% people of South Africa have only 2.9%. In Brazil, the top 20% people share 63% of national income, and the bottom 20% people have only 2.6%. In Russia, the top 20% people share more than 53% of national income and the bottom 20% have only 4.4%. In the USA, the top 20% people share more than 50% of national income and the bottom 20% have only 4.0%. In the United Kingdom, the top 20% people share more than 45% of national income and the bottom 20% people have only 6%. Countries like Hungary and Denmark are much better in this respect. Thus, by observing this table, we can say that democracy do not appear to be very successful in reducing inequalities. Now the question is why democracy has failed to reduce inequality and poverty. Well, democracy has failed to reduce inequality and poverty because in various democracy, majority population is poor. And for poor people, it is hard to meet even the basic needs of life. They struggle for food and clothing. On the other hand, rich people have wealth. They have available all the resources like money, factories, land, house. They can use this capital in making more money. This has resulted a high rate of inequality. The rich people are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. Another reason is in democratic countries, poor people constitute a large proportion of voters. And no party wants to lose their votes. Parties put forward different policies and programs to get votes. But after winning, when they come in power, they never seriously address the problem of inequality and poverty. And the situation is much worse in some other countries. The people in several poor countries are now dependent on rich countries for even the food supply. This is all about the reduction of inequality and poverty. In the next video lecture, we will discuss about the social outcomes of democracy, accommodation of social diversity. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.